Welcome into the last road game of the season for the Big Rapids Cardinals up in Cheboygan for Game 2 of 2 this weekend in the Cheboygan Showcase, and they play the hometown team, the Cheboygan Chiefs. I'm Josh Baker, and bringing you Big Rapids Cardinal hockey as the Cardinals 7-15-1 after the 3-0 loss yesterday to the Jeffers Jets face off against the 12-10-0 Cheboygan Chiefs. The Chiefs coming off of a 7-5 loss yesterday against the FNV Griffins. So the four teams up here today, we've seen all of them after this game. The Cardinals lost to the Griffins 6-1, what felt like ages ago in the season. And then lost to the Jets yesterday 3-0. We'll play the Chiefs today. The Chiefs lost 7-5 against the Griffins. And before our game today, the Griffins just stampeded through the Jeffers Jets with a 9-2 finish. Big Rapids, the home team today, in their whites will face the away Cheboygan team in the blacks. An interesting turn of events where Cheboygan hosting the tournament will be the away team, but it's a showcase, so they want every team to have one home game and one away game. Big Rapids will still go right to left to start the game like they did yesterday, but the only thing that really changes is they just have last change. They're still on the bench to our right. It'll be the same lineup as yesterday's match. Everyone here except for Luke Welch, who is still sick, did not make the trip up. The Cardinals trying to split this weekend and go 1-1 before heading back home for the last game of the regular season. Next Saturday, a week from today, we'll already be in action in exactly a week as a 1:30 game against Granville for Senior Day and also the Stanley Cup in town. There'll be a 2 to 3 hour viewing time before the game. I believe it's 10:30 to 1. And then at 1:30, the senior celebration presentation. And then the game against Granville to wrap up the regular season before playoffs. Big Rapids will host for the first two playoff games up to the district semifinal or the quarterfinal, I believe. So if Big Rapids can win their first one, they'll have a second home game before going on the road if they continue on through the playoffs. Suggested starting lines from Blashill are having on the left side, or having Tyler Bigford the center, with Brett Martin on the left wing and Logan Leiter on the right wing, with Balahowski and Bome on the blue line, and obviously Evan Bowen in net. And might see an interesting face-off move. I was talking with Coach last night with Tim Blashill and TJ Klein, and told him about something that my team used to do when I was in high school, and Blashill liked the idea, so we'll see if it goes on, and I'll talk more about it if it does happen. Just a couple minutes left in warm-ups. I believe they'll do another Zamboni cut before starting lineups to National Anthem, so we'll have a break later on in our pregame show before puck drop. But a 5 o'clock game yesterday, a 2 o'clock game today that's been pushed back a little bit because of the FNV and the Jeffers game. Went up about till 2:05, 2:10. So a little bit behind schedule for this one, but should be underway in a matter of minutes before the team heads back down home to Big Rapids and has a week off until the last game of the regular season. And looking to the last two games of the regular season, Big Rapids, if they split it 1-1, they either win today or win next Saturday, they'll split down to exactly a third of their point percentage. They'll be 8-16-1. Just a little bit over a third, technically, with that tie, that 50% point there. But sitting at 7-15-1 after the loss last night, where they had a lot of shots, but just couldn't get one by the goaltender of the Jets, and had a 3-0 shutout against them. Had a goal taken away early on in the third. Had a penalty for too many men that was incorrectly called that led to a 5-on-3 power play and a goal for the Jets. So some what-ifs, and others were spoken about at dinner and after the game last night. But the coaching staff and the players moving on and looking forward to today. The only thing you really can do in athletics in general is just to learn from what happened, understand what you can control, and progress to the next day and try to play the best game you can. Seconds remaining on the warm-up clock here before we start. So again, the Cheboygan Chiefs and the Big Rapids Cardinals for the final game of the Cheboygan Showcase. Handful of seconds left before a buzzer, and we'll await to see if they head off the ice or not. They'll pick up the pucks first, and most likely will, because there was no Zamboni after the previous game. So they'll probably cut post-warm-up. And some players heading off for Big Rapids, so that's what's expected. So we'll head to a break before we have starting lineups and national anthem. You're watching Big Rapids Cardinal hockey here on YouTube.
In need of a trusted, professional, and experienced insurance agent? The things you've worked hard for deserve more than 15 minutes when it comes to insuring them. Let the team at Bleecker Insurance Services take the time necessary to best protect those investments at the lowest cost available to you. For over 50 years, Bleecker Insurance has represented the most respected companies in the business, and by continuing to add companies like Fremont Insurance, they promise to deliver the results you deserve at a cost you can afford. Visit BleeckerInsurance.com for a free quote today.
Scores! Bertuzzi! Holy mackerel. Follow all season long, every game, every minute on News Radio 1460, 107.7 WBRN.
Ultra Care of Big Rapids Spectrum Health, just a few local employers actively hiring CNAs. Misiola Tech Affordable Education for Adults provides industry-recognized credentials to get you hired as soon as possible by local businesses in demand. Become a CNA, an EMT, a medical first responder. Learn from experienced teachers for a very affordable price with financing opportunities for almost everyone in their circumstances. Misiola Tech helps successfully change careers. Misiola Tech helps successfully enhance careers. Visit misiolatech.org for more information. That's MECEOLA Tech.org.
Bing, bang, boom. Before you know it, Michigan winter hits hard. But the cold, snow, and ice don't hit you the hardest. They hit your car the hardest. So get to Paris Auto Sales and Service of Big Rapids. Let Adam and his crew of Napa certified technicians get your car tuned up and ready to handle the coming weather. Heat, windows, tires, brakes, wipers, oil, transmissions. They do it all. Paris Auto Sales and Service means the best service quality. Napa service means the best parts. Trust Paris Auto Sales and Service of Big Rapids. Northland Drive, just north of the airport. Make Thursday night pizza night and get your pizza half off at Big Rapids Bowling Center from 4 to 10 p.m. Or choose from their full menu and carry out or dine in. Big Rapids Bowling Center would love to host your next special event or birthday party. BRBC is open Sunday, noon to 9 p.m., Monday, 2 p.m. to 12 a.m., and Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 12 a.m. They're located on 3rd Avenue on the east side of Big Rapids. For the coldest beer in town, choose Big Rapids Bowling Center. Like and follow them on Facebook. Call 231-598-9344.
Not everyone learns best in a traditional classroom or has the time, resources, or family lifestyle to attend a school. Big Rapids Virtual School offers flexible hybrid learning options for all students from kindergarten through graduation. For 8 years, BRVS has offered an alternative path to high school graduation. COVID challenged us to expand our learning options for all students. Learning can happen at any time, any place, any way, and at any pace. Our program is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with hybrid supports available however you need them, in person and online for all students, grades K-12. Whether you have attended traditional school or are a homeschool family looking to take advantage of the many proven BRVS resources, find us on our webpage for more information and ask how BRVS might support your learning. Go online to brps.org/K12virtual.
There are things you plan for and they never happen. And there are things you never planned for, but they happen anyway. That can be the worst kind of thing to happen. Like a windshield with a crack or a windshield with an itty-bitty chip that will definitely become a big crack as Michigan winter rages on. Who has time for that? A1 Auto Glass. They're reliable, they're local, and they're locally owned. They come to you, and you can get up to $100 rebate on your deductible and a lifetime warranty on installation. A crack? A chip? Call 832-0092, 832-0092.
MOTA, Mecosta Osceola Transit Authority. They're here. They're everywhere. Available with a phone call to take you here to there, including connections to Isabella and Wexford County, Yates and Clare, shopping trips, meetings, appointments, visits, Monday through Saturday. A MOTA Green and Gold bus can take you where you need to go for as little as $2 with discounts for seniors, veterans, and kids. Call 796-4896 for availability and to confirm your rate. Just call 231-796-MOTA, 796-MOTA.
Oh, my back!
Your back is acting up again. The muscles are sore and stiff. You can hardly bend. Try Paris Auto Sales and Service to replace your shocks and struts. When you've worn out shocks and struts, the smallest potholes can jar your spine. The smallest bumps can bend your head, flying back into the roof of the car. Don't get CTE and have back pain. Visit the Napa certified techs at Paris Auto Sales and Service of Big Rapids. They'll get you cruising along pain-free in no time. Paris Auto Sales and Service, just north of Big Rapids, your Napa service center.
For over 70 years, MEMIC has been protecting educational employees and their families with the most affordable insurance. They provide educators exclusive auto, home, and umbrella coverage. Helping you understand insurance is what they do best. MEMIC has set the standard for above and beyond service, and they look to build a relationship of trust between you and them. Your local agent, Eric Dahm, has been working with MEMIC for 20 years. Call them today at 231-592-4660, 231-592-4660.
Stuck between identities, Douglas Quaid must solve the one mystery that has come to define him.
Who am I? And why is my truck's brake sound louder than a Westinghouse M27 phase plasma pulse rifle?
Fortunately, his answers would come from a familiar ally.
Of course, Johnson's Automotive. Committed and honest quality work. They fix foreign cars too.
But the race was on.
You think you can beat me? I am the law.
Johnson's Automotive, now showing off Northland Drive, just north of Big Rapids, and always online at johnsonsautopr.com.
AlterCare Big Rapids is hiring certified nurses assistants. Competitive pay, benefits including 401k match, dental, vision, PTO, and much more. Visit AlterCareOnline.com and click the Careers tab in the top right to apply. Join the AlterCare family today.
When quality counts, you can count on us.
It's not that the guys up front at Quality Car and Truck Repair don't like talking with you, but if it's easier or faster for you to make an appointment online for maintenance or repairs, just visit QualityCarAndTruckRepair.com. Quality Car and Truck Repair, 220th Avenue off Perry, just west of 131 Big Rapids.
Listen to Detroit Lions football all season long on News Radio 1460 and 107.7 FM WBRN.
Hamtech, Heidecker, Craft Tube, these are just a few of the local businesses actively hiring welders. Misiola Tech, affordable education for adults, provides industry-recognized credentials to get you hired as soon as possible by local businesses in demand. Learn stick, MIG and TIG, and advanced welding from experienced teachers for a very affordable price with financing opportunities for almost everyone in their circumstances. Misiola Tech helps successfully change careers. Misiola Tech helps successfully enhance careers. Visit misiolatech.org for more information. That's MECEOLA Tech.org.
Do you suffer from arthritis, bursitis, tendinitis, or carpal tunnel? Maybe a sports injury has you sidelined. Trust the orthopedic surgeons at West Michigan Surgery Center to get you back in the game. West Michigan Surgery Center offers many of the same advanced orthopedic treatments performed in hospitals at a fraction of the cost, without the wait. West Michigan Surgery Center in Big Rapids, named among the best ambulatory surgery centers in the country by Newsweek magazine. Visit westmichigansurgerycenter.com today.
Welcome back to Big Rapids Cardinal hockey here on YouTube as the Zamboni finally off the ice. One of the slowest Zambonis we've seen this season. Usually the commercial breaks take up the same amount of time as the Zamboni cut, but we come back and he's still on the ice. However, because of how slow he takes and also how cold it is, I talked about this yesterday, it's already dry out there on the ice, besides maybe a couple strips that were the last places touched, so shouldn't really have to deal with water on the ice. And now Big Rapids out. So we wait for Cheboygan, and then starting lineups in National Anthem. Talking with the coaches before the game, lines were looking like Tyler Bigford, Brett Martin, and Logan Leiter on the first line to start it out. Then with Grant Kidder, Brendan Pippin, and Maverick Strokirch on the second line. And then Blanchard with Somsel and Flax on the third, and Preston Young cycling in and out. And then they had Balahoski, Bome, first line D, McDonald and Jones on the second, and Dom and Leiter on the third. Zach Jones, after yesterday, took a pretty heavy hit and was shooken up and wasn't feeling his best, so he's on the bench today. So 2 players out of the lineup, and Zach Jones, who's day-to-day, and Luke Welch, who's recovering from being sick. So now we get ready for starting lineups and National Anthem. We'll send it down to the public address announcer.
Cardinals. So let's begin today by introducing the visiting team, your hometown heroes, the Cheboygan. Starting for the Chiefs today, playing left wing, wearing number 8,
So no national anthem. I think they just do one per day. So there was one earlier in the FNV and Jets game. Yesterday we were the first game as the Cardinals played the Jets, so I'm guessing there was no national anthem for Cheboygan and FNV afterwards. So we're straight into the face-off. Let's see what happens here with Bigford on the draw. And he gets knocked down and the puck not won back like maybe the plan was, but jumping through was Balahowski and Bome, as I'll talk more about the face-off draw. Maybe they'll try to implement it again in a week. So Cheboygan dumping the puck in, but Big Rapids sending him up the blue line. Now with it is Bigger. He takes a shot, and it's saved by Bowen. McDonald pins the Chiefs down behind the net. Balahowski trying to get the puck out, gets hit, and now across the red line is Martin skating and getting through, but losing the puck in the attacking zone. Now back the other way. Kidder intercepts it, doesn't control. Now Pippin intercepts that pass into the zone, looking for a shot, goes for a move, gets poked off his stick. Back out front, Kidder chips it just to the left of the net and cleared all the way down and just to the wide left of the net of Bowen for icing. So the starting lineup was Somsel, Bigford, and Martin, with Balahowski and Bome on the blue and Bowen in net. And for the Chiefs, Luke Carson Bigger, Warren Farver on the front line, and Brody Carter and Alex Clymer defensive side, with senior goaltender Scott Pavoski in net, the starting goaltender for the Chiefs most of the season, as a backhand shot gets poked away by the stick of Pavoski. A 9-9-0 record, a 305 goals against, an 897 save percentage for the senior netminder. 6-13-1 for Bowen, 294 goals against, and an 881 save percentage. At the line, Dom, shot gets bounced off the ice and goes wide right. Somsel in there with Strokirch as Pippin changes and Flax joins the ice. Brogan, Jones, and McDonald on the blue line. Down low, Strokirch runs over a man. Pinching in was McDonald, but the puck gets by. Jones at his own blue line off the far boards. Chiefs intercept and flip it down in. Jones tries to skate it out, gets hit, loses it. Flax plays it over to Somsel, who dumps it in. And another change quickly for the Cardinals. Just over 2 minutes gone in this first period, one shot apiece. It's the early action so far. Off of McDonald's skate, but out on a second attempt by the Chiefs. Bome retrieves back by his goal line. Looking for a stretch pass, goes off the glass, kicks out to the center of the neutral zone and not to the winger, Somsel, who was up for that stretch pass. Blanchard gets the stick slashed right out of his hands, way up into the air, no call. Near side, Chiefs try to chip it out, but Leiter pinches and throws it down deep before he goes on the forecheck. Off the far boards and off a skate, the center for the Chiefs get it out. Near side pass for Lane. Cuts wide, and Jones plays him into the boards. Balahowski behind the net, fans on it, gets a second attempt through the legs, and now cutting up the ice. Near side pass, Bigford, off his backhand and into the corner. Body contact before the puck and couldn't get there. Now pinned in the near corner, Bigford trying to dig it out. 2 white jerseys on 3 black ones. Now out to the blue line, and a shot from Balahowski into the pad and paddle of Pavoski and saved for a whistle. Players to watch out for Cheboygan. Number 22, their senior defenseman Alex Clymer, who leads them in goals, assists, tied for assists, and points. 15 for 30. Tied in assists with Luke Karsten, one of their top forwards, who has 10 goals, 15 assists. Into the attacking zone is Karsten, backhand, and his pass is poked by Bowen behind the net. Leiter loses the puck after a poke check, and in the near corner now, Balahowski going to get there. Chiefs win the race to the puck. Karsten digging down low. has Carson Bigger with him. Out to the blue line, shot and saved by Bowen. Far side breakout. And Pippen flips it high, but hits off of the protective netting for a whistle. 12:57 left in the first period. Shots are 3-2 in favor of Big Rapids. Chiefs win the draw at their own blue line. D-to-D pass fails, and now up the left side. Somsel almost pokes it away, but loose puck goes to Flax, who throws it in and all the way around the near boards. Blanchard at the top of the circle pinching in. Kicks out to the middle of the slot, and falling was Somsel, who had it off his stick. Bigger across the blue line, and off sides was his line mate Farver. Face-off just outside the Cardinal blue. Bigford loses it, and it's dumped straight into the near corner by Bowen. First there is Farver. His shot goes wide left. And a big hit at that half boards on the far side before Martin skates it across the red line and gets it deep. It was Young taking that hit. And a cover-up by Pavoski. So we were talking about the face-off play that somewhat was run effectively, but didn't really work out in the favor of Big Rapids. The play is to lose the faceoff intentionally and hope that the center pulls the puck back to their defenseman, because your wingers tie up the wingers that they're lined up against, and your center stands right in the middle of the dot, and then your defensemen are supposed to fly right through the gaps between the wingers and the defenseman as that shot's saved, and try to go after the puck that's won back. So it's a straight rush attack by your defenseman when you expect the other team to be on their heels, as the Chiefs ice the puck with 11:50 in the first period. Another offensive zone faceoff for the Cardinals. So it's kind of a catch them off guard rush attack, but Balahoski and Bome cut through the gaps. However, the Chiefs player didn't win the puck back. Bigford didn't even attempt to win the faceoff. Not even fake one, as a shot is off the stick and into the paraphernalia of Pavoski for a save and a whistle. The puck hit and either bounced off a stick or the ice and just kind of knuckled up in the air right over the faceoff dot. It never went backwards. So the defense and the wingers did what they were supposed to do. It's just the Chiefs didn't win the faceoff. Another shot in the either off the goal stick just wide, and now another opportunity for Kidder in the slot. It's handcuffs him and goes up and high to the right. Glove down by the Chiefs out to neutral ice. No hand passes. The man who hit it touched it first. Now out front, and Bowen, loose puck goes just wide of the net. Couldn't handle it and almost poked in, as that one goes all the way down on net, and stopping it was Pavoski. His stretch pass. That foot looked just off sides, but the linesman was at the far side, and the referee had already slipped into the zone, so didn't get a good look at it. But luckily for the Big Rapids Cardinals, nothing came of it anyways. Somsel just inside the blue, digging in there with Flax. Puck comes just outside, now back into the zone, and the Chiefs dump it out to the far end. Cardinals coming out in full force to start this one. Just 6.5 in, and they lead the shot total 7-2. Around the net, and now an interference call as McDonald went for the stick lift and then put his shoulder into the Chiefs player who was about to receive a pass, but the referee deemed it was just too early. And so McDonald goes to the bench for interference, which that's a really weak interference call in my opinion. You might have heard voice from the bench saying no way, and I agree. That was, to me, a good play by McDonald, but instead it's penalized. First power play of the game for either team. It goes to McDonald for interference, so the Chiefs on the man advantage with 10.5 left in the first. Puck gets out, and now Kidder gets an opportunity. He's alone after the blue. Goes to his forehand and a stick lift. He couldn't get the shot off. Good back check there by the Chiefs to limit that shorthanded opportunity. Stretch pass, misses. They say he tipped it, which also didn't look like he did. And now cleared all the way down the ice to kill off more time by Balahoski. The Cardinals are up to 188 penalty minutes on the season. And now one will come against the Chiefs after a tripping call will be made, as diving in was Alex Clymer and took out the feet of Bigford. This will even things up with 1:17 left on the McDonald minor for interference. And Clymer's shaking his head. Not sure if it's either in disgust of himself or the call, but if it's the call, that's the right one, as he dove straight into the legs of Bigford. 9:49 left in the first. Loose puck in the slot, gathered by Cheboygan as they skate it out. Lane gets tripped up, and here's another penalty the other way. And just a slew of penalties, as now Flax goes to the box for tripping. And a 4-on-3 power play for 1:05 seconds. Lots of open ice now. Big Rapids wins the draw, can't get it all the way out, stopped at the line. Near side slap shot goes about 15 feet to the right of the net. Balahoski controls, takes his time, and gets it all the way down the ice. Pass to neutral zone, and Balahoski, the only one there for either team, so he just brings it down into the Chiefs zone to kill off more time on this 4-on-3 man advantage. Near side, Sokolovic dumps it in. No one gets there for the Cardinals, so the Chiefs control back to the blue line. Walking in, shot, blocked by a body in front. Diving was Bigford. And another attempt, and it's tipped, and it's in. The shot from Sokolovic was deflected about chest high and goes right past the glove of Bowen. Looks like it was Gavin Rose with the deflection, and the Chiefs on the man advantage get the lead nearly halfway through this first period. Rose from Sokolovic. 8 minutes and 11 seconds into the first period. The power play marker gives the Chiefs a 1-0 lead. And now back the other way, Strokirch, as a man was changing. His shot fanned, and now up the far boards. Chiefs look to get it out, but back goes Strokirch to get there. Somsel down in the corner. Back around the net. Maverick with it. Back down low to kill off some more time. Somsel can't get there before the body of a Chiefs player walks him out. And now Maverick Strokirch poking it down deeper. Keeps working. Pushes it out front, and it's covered up by Pavoski. 4-on-4 now, with 21 seconds remaining in the Clymer tripping call. And 33 seconds in the hook to Tanner Flax. Shot, and it's saved by Pavoski, and the rebound attempt covered up near his left pad. Shots are 9-3 in favor of Big Rapids, but the power play goal gets the Chiefs on the board. That's what you want to see, get double-digit shots and try to get opportunities, and eventually someone will be able to bury one, you would think. off of Pippin's skate on the near side pass, and a hook to Bome that isn't called as the stick was right in his hands and pulled him around. Out of the box is Clymer, and now 5 seconds remain on the Flax call. He's out of the box, so now it's 5-on-5 again. Kidder behind his net. Off the glass, kicks out, and Flax just chips it enough to get out to neutral ice. Bigger dumps it, but Bome intercepts it at the blue line, loses it back into the Cardinals zone. Bigford up the ice, just past the reach of a stick. No icing as they declare it was tipped by the reach of Carter. Near side breakout attempt for the Chiefs, stopped just at the hash mark. Now a 2-on-2 battle down there along the half boards. Bigford shot from the corner, hits off the goaltender out front. And Logan Leiter dumps it down the half boards on the right side, intercepts that pass and has it again. Martin with him, now has the puck, looking to dig it out. Does so himself into the corner, gets pinned there. Pass out to the blue line, Balahoski looks for a lane, his shot is blocked. In a battle between Leiter and the other player down low, and now a cross-check in the back and dumping Leiter over top of his head, but nothing called. And now Leiter with an opportunity alone. Shot saved by Pavoski. Cleared to the blue line and held, and now a penalty will come as the hand of the back official is up and now touched by Bigger, who will go to the box for interference as Logan Leiter just got in there and kept taking shot after shot after shot, and eventually the arm of the orange band went in the air. Gets a lot of praise from the bench as he goes back and gets his team the man advantage. .6:18 left in the first period. Shot and a save by Pavoski. Rebound gets cleared behind the net and all the way up the boards and down the ice. Correction, it was Janowiak and not Bigger. Janowiak with the interference call. He's in the box, number 24. Pippin off his stick to Flax. Near side pass, Kidder across the blue and in. Goes wide, backhand pass, but intercepted. Strokhurch breaks up the play, though, to Pippin in the slot. Shot and a kick save by Pavoski. Rebound, Flax shoots it from the top of the circle. And the rebound attempt gets cleared all the way down. Some good opportunities here on the power play. Just standing tall is the senior goaltender, Scott Pavoski, for the Chiefs. 5:15 left in the first. McDonald stick checked, loses it. Bigford has it, and then McDonald was dumped down to the ice and is shaking up just a little bit as he was sliding across the blue line and couldn't keep his feet back before Bigford crossed. And now another penalty will be called as going to the box is Gavin Rose, the goal scorer for the Chiefs, as he's called for cross-checking, so that must have been the hit on McDonald that caused the offsides. 5-on-3 for the Cardinals for a minute, or for 54 seconds. Just under the 6 minutes left in the first. Tie up on the draw. Blanchard back to McDonald, who rings it all the way around the attacking boards. Backhand the other way, knocked down behind the net by Blanchard. Pass out front, can't get there, and it's covered up right outside the frame of the goal. And now they are whistling a penalty on 22. Don't know if it's Somsel or if it's Clymer. I think they pointed at Clymer. Another minor. And now 3 guys in the box for the Chiefs. In this case, his 2 minutes don't start until the first penalty is off the clock, so this will be a really long 5-on-3 opportunity. Pass to Flax, shot gets blocked, and it goes up into the netting. It'll stay inside. So there's 33 seconds left in the interference minor to Janowiak, and then when his is done, either by goal or the 33 seconds, the 2 minutes for Clymer starts. which would be about another minute of a 5-on-3 left in the power play, or left in the penalty to Rose for cross-checking. Take your time, set it up, find the opportunity, and hopefully a power play goal can tie things up for Big Rapids here. 4.5 in the first, a dozen seconds left in the first minor. Wide, around goes Pippin down behind the net. Pass out front, it's loose, one time, and it's in! Grant Kidder with the backdoor pass from Pippin, and it's a tie game. And still 3 seconds on the minor to Genoviak. So he comes out of the box. It'll still be a 5-on-3 for 1:09. Kidder with his 12th goal of the season, and Pippin with his team-leading 18th assist. And now 1:07 still on a 5-on-3 power play. Big Rapids could take the lead. Stopped behind the net by Bowen. McDonald will set it up. Kidder from Pippin. 12:40 into the first period. Offsides are the Cardinals. And trying to get back was Somsel. And now they tag. Controlling is bigger for the Chiefs. He just kills time and dumps it all the way down the far side of the ice. 28 seconds left in the cross-check to Rose. And 1:15 still in the roughing to Clymer. Far side break-in. Pippin dances through one who falls, goes through a second, curls back, looks for an opportunity. Backhand pass to Kidder, who goes to the front of the net. Strokirch, backhand attempt, goes wide. Flax controls, down low for Pippin, behind the net. Working out front, pass across, and it's intercepted and dumped down the ice. Knocked down by the stick, out of the box, and an opportunity. Shot and a save by Bowen. Out of the box was Gavin Rose, who knocked down the clearing attempt and had a breakaway. But the senior netminder in Evan Bowen stood tall and kept this game tied. 3:01 left in the first period, 41 seconds in the power play left as Clymer is in the box still. Flax gets the puck off the draw, goes to Strokirch up the far side. His dump in is knocked down and cleared. Kidder gets to the puck first by the score box. Pokes it past a Chiefs and by a second player, and now a 3-on-1. Looking, shot, and he scored! Grant Kidder goes low glove, and the Cardinals lead 2-1. Two power play goals as the Cardinals are 2 for 4 on the power play. Kidder's got his second of the game. And just 2:41 left in the first. Big Rapids has their first lead of the weekend. Face-off one back to McDonald. He dumps it in deep. Near side breakout for the Chiefs. Through the middle of the zone. Poked by Bigford at the blue line. Kidder from Flax and Pippin. So 2 goals for Kidder, 2 assists for Pippin, and 1 for Flax in this first period. Poked by Bigford at the blue line back in. Tagging was Martin before he could touch the puck. Chiefs try to get it through the neutral zone again. Going wide on the near side and poked away to the blue line and now out by a sliding Bigford on his knees. Pass out to the neutral ice. Somsel intercepts, loses it as he tries to go through one. Balahowski gets the dump in. Up to Somsel at the blue line. Fanned on by the Chiefs. Still digging between the red and blue. Balahowski with it now. Back over to Blanchard, who looks. Cross-ice pass off Leiter's skate. He controls and dumps it in and goes for a change. Minute and a half remaining. 14-4, the shots in favor of Big Rapids. Behind the net, Blanchard tries to tuck it in near side. Standing tall was Pavoski, trying to dig more for the loose puck. It goes out front, poked away by the goaltender. Off the boards, but kept there at the top of the circle. Somsel trying to get it lower. Gets hit, makes the play down deep. And the near side pinching the defenseman in Carter Leiter. Kept it, and then a puck shot and tipped off the stick of Flax, goes up into the protective netting for a whistle. 2-1 is our score. 14-4 the shots in favor of Big Rapids, as they have 2 power play goals from Grant Kidder after going down 1-0. And what a resurgence of a period from 1 going down earlier and then 2 coming back from the 3-0 loss yesterday. Pass out front, tipped, it's loose still, jamming away, and it's in! Maverick Strokirch adds the lead. It's 3-1. Five goals for Maverick Strokirch on the year now to make it 12 points for the freshman. And a goalie change. Out comes Pavoski, who only played 16 minutes and 8 seconds. And in goes Bowman, the sophomore goaltender who's only played a handful of games. Chiefs dump it in. Strokirch kicks it in a shot attempt. Poked away. Far side breakout. Pippin with it. Finds Strokirch in neutral ice. Poked away by the long reach of Clymer. He dumps it into the far corner. Kicks off the dasher up high. Chiefs there first. Dom pokes it away. Pippin couldn't get there. Back to Clymer at the blue line. His shot is blocked. Bounces off a couple bodies to the near corner. 15 seconds left in the period. Clearing attempt not made. Pippin with a second attempt. And now Bigford with a third. Now poked away. And a penalty will come and knocked down by the hand of Clymer. And now collected by the Chiefs for a whistle. 4.3 seconds and a tripping call will come to the Cheboygan Chiefs, their 5th penalty of the period. Trying to see the number, and it's number 23, Sawyer Graham. Off the draw, back to Flax. 2 seconds and 1. Shot off a skate and goes wide. And another penalty, a high stick called against Cheboygan at the buzzer. It'll be 5-on-3 to start the second period for 1:56. And Big Rapids with all the momentum. 3-1 after the first. They lead in the shot totals 16-5. And we head to an intermission break. What a period for Big Rapids. You're watching Big Rapids Cardinal hockey here on YouTube.
In need of a trusted, professional, and experienced insurance agent? The things you've worked hard for deserve more than 15 minutes when it comes to insuring them. Let the team at Bleecker Insurance Services take the time necessary to best protect those investments at the lowest cost available to you. For over 50 years, Bleecker Insurance has represented the most respected companies in the business, and by continuing to add companies like Fremont Insurance, they promise to deliver the results you deserve at a cost you can afford. Visit BleeckerInsurance.com for a free quote today.
Listen to Detroit Lions football all season long on News Radio 1460 and 107.7 FM WBRN.
MOTA, Mecosta Osceola Transit Authority. They're here. They're everywhere. Available with a phone call to take you here to there, including connections to Isabella and Wexford County, Yates and Clare, shopping trips, meetings, appointments, visits, Monday through Saturday. A MOTA green and gold bus can take you where you need to go for as little as $2 with discounts for seniors, veterans, and kids. Call 796-4896 for availability and to confirm your rate. Just call 231-796-MOTA. 796-MOTA.
Make Thursday night pizza night and get your pizza half off at Big Rapids Bowling Center from 4 to 10 p.m. Or choose from their full menu and carry out or dine in. Big Rapids Bowling Center would love to host your next special event or birthday party. BRBC is open Sunday, noon to 9 p.m., Monday, 2 p.m. to 12 a.m., and Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 12 a.m. They're located on 3rd Avenue on the east side of Big Rapids. For the coldest beer in town, choose Big Rapids Bowling Center. Like and follow them on Facebook. Call 231-598-9344. Bing, bang, boom. Before you know it, Michigan winter hits hard. But the cold, snow, and ice don't hit you the hardest. They hit your car the hardest. So get to Paris Auto Sales and Service of Big Rapids. Let Adam and his crew of Napa certified technicians get your car tuned up and ready to handle the coming weather. Heat, windows, tires, brakes, wipers, oil, transmissions. They do it all. Paris Auto Sales and Service means the best service quality. Napa service means the best parts. Trust Paris Auto Sales and Service of Big Rapids. Northland Drive, just north of the airport.
Ultracare of Big Rapids, Spectrum Health, just a few local employers actively hiring CNAs. Misiola Tech Affordable Education for Adults provides industry-recognized credentials to get you hired as soon as possible by local businesses in demand. Become a CNA, an EMT, a medical first responder. Learn from experienced teachers for a very affordable price with financing opportunities for almost everyone in their circumstances. Misiola Tech helps successfully change careers. Misiola Tech helps successfully enhance careers. Visit misiolatech.org for more information. That's MECEOLATech.org.
Ultracare Big Rapids is hiring certified nurses assistants. Competitive pay, benefits including 401k match, dental, vision, PTO, and much more. Visit ultracareonline.com and click the Careers tab in the top right to apply. Join the Ultracare family today.
When quality counts, you can count on us.
It's not that the guys up front at Quality Car and Truck Repair don't like talking with you, but if it's easier or faster for you to make an appointment online for maintenance or repairs, just visit QualityCarAndTruckRepair.com. Quality Car and Truck Repair, 220th Avenue off Perry, just west of 131 Big Rapids.
Follow all season long, every game, every minute on News Radio 1460, 107.7 WBRN.
Not everyone learns best in a traditional classroom or has the time, resources, or family lifestyle to attend a school. Big Rapids Virtual School offers flexible hybrid learning options for all students from kindergarten through graduation. For 8 years, BRVS has offered an alternative path to high school graduation. COVID challenged us to expand our learning options for all students. Learning can happen at any time, any place, any way, and at any pace. Our program is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with hybrid supports available however you need them, in person and online for all students, grades K-12. Whether you have attended traditional school or are a homeschool family looking to take advantage of the many proven BRVS resources, find us on our webpage for more information and ask how BRVS might support your learning. Go online to brps.org/K12virtual.
There are things you plan for and they never happen. And there are things you never plan for, but they happen anyway. That can be the worst kind of thing to happen. Like a windshield with a crack or a windshield with an itty-bitty chip that will definitely become a big crack as Michigan winter rages on. Who has time for that? A1 Auto Glass. They're reliable, they're local, and they're locally owned. They come to you, and you can get up to $100 rebate on your deductible and a lifetime warranty on installation. A crack? A chip? Call 832-0092, 832-0092.
For over 70 years, MEMIC has been protecting educational employees and their families with the most affordable insurance. They provide educators exclusive auto, home, and umbrella coverage. Helping you understand insurance is what they do best. MEMIC has set the standard for above and beyond service, and they look to build a relationship of trust between you and them. Your local agent, Eric Dahm, has been working with MEMIC for 20 years. Call them today at 231-592-4660, 231-592-4660.
Tech, Heidecker, Craft Tube, these are just a few of the local businesses actively hiring welders. Misiola Tech, affordable education for adults, provides industry-recognized credentials to get you hired as soon as possible by local businesses in demand. Learn stick, MIG and TIG, and advanced welding from experienced teachers for a very affordable price with financing opportunities for almost everyone in their circumstances. Misiola Tech helps successfully change careers. Misiola Tech helps successfully enhance careers. Visit misiolatech.org for more information. That's MECEOLA Tech.org.
You don't have to go far for personalized, independent health care. With Michigan Primary Care Partners, our family and internal medicine provides comprehensive medical care with state-of-the-art technology in a caring and compassionate environment. Scheduling and results are easy with virtual appointments, on-site diagnostics, Medicare wellness exams, and an in-house pharmacy. 3 convenient locations in Big Rapids, Reed City, and Canadian Lakes. Schedule your appointment at MichiganPrimaryCarePartners.com today.
just a quick update during the second intermission. I'll do the little recap right now, but as you can see, the Zamboni just went across the screen, and there's a lot of ice still not Zambonied, and it's been about 10 minutes. The Zamboni did 2 laps around the exterior of the ice and then went down the middle once and then went off. Not sure what happened, but he's back on. So there'll be a long intermission here, as there was the chuck-a-puck game that they play where they throw frisbees out on the ice and then as targets, and the pucks try to get as close to the multiple frisbees as they can. And then a Zamboni, and then issues with the Zamboni. So we'll quickly recap the first period before delaying for another while. Big Rapids leading 3-1 at the first intermission break, outshooting the Chiefs 16-5. The Chiefs took 6 penalties, still have 2 on the clock. There was a 5-on-3 goal and then a 5-on-4 power play goal for Big Rapids. It all started back when a power play goal for the Chiefs about halfway through the first, as Rose from Sokolovic got the scoring started and took the 1-0 lead for Cheboygan. But then Kidder from Pippin on a 5-on-3 power play tied it. And then just under 2 minutes later, Kidder from Flax and Pippin on the power play to give them the 2-1 lead. And then about 2 minutes later, Strokirch unassisted to make it 3-1. And at the end of the first period, with 4 seconds left, a tripping minor. And then at the buzzer, a high sticking minor against Cheboygan. So 5-on-3 for nearly 2 minutes to start the second period. And we'll wait for the Zamboni to finish before starting. So we'll have another bit of time before the second period of action. So we'll not go to commercials, but just kind of step away as we wait. Back for Big Rapids Cardinal hockey starting the second period. It'll be 5-on-3 for Big Rapids to start. And just an FYI, having a couple difficulties with charge of the iPad. So if there's a case where I'm not talking because we cannot call the game with we can't have the audio for the iPad and the charger at the same time, as there's now an interference call right off the draw, and it looks like Kidder going to the box. So there goes the 5-on-3, make it 4-on-3. 6 seconds into this period. So we'll try to keep the game as long as possible. Might not have me as a broadcaster for it, but we'll keep the game. That'll be the number one priority, as off the draw, the puck hit a stick going down to the ice before it hit the ice, so the linesman whistled. As the face-off the puck has to touch the ice first before a player touches it, and someone knocked it out of the air, so it was whistled down and redropped. 4-on-3 power play for Big Rapids. Poked at the neutral zone, and Clymer the other way. Windmill move, it goes up over him. Pippin, bouncing puck, controls. And now a tripping call against Big Rapids. And Strokhurch to the box. This is one of the most ticky-tack games I've seen called, as basically everything that happens has been penalized. 10 penalties, and we're not even a minute into the second period. I didn't even see the interference or the trip. I also didn't see the trip and the high stick at the end of the first period against Cheboygan. There's been 4 penalties that I never even saw a thing, and they've been called. And Blashill now talking with the officiating crew. And I don't think the conversation went the way that Blashill wanted, and TJ Klein has a big grin on his face in disbelief. It's 3-on-3 for a minute 38, or a minute 28, and then a 4-on-3 for Cheboygan for 4 seconds, and then a 5-on-3 for another 10. Pippin 3-on-3 gets past Clymer and brought down, and now another penalty will be called. And Clymer is going to the box for the 3rd time, this one for roughing. No, correction. It'll be Bigger to the box, and Clymer, the captain, was palms up. The referees have said, hey, you know that game hockey? Yeah, you can't play it. At least it's been consistent, I guess, back and forth, but every single little thing is being called. Pass across for the Chiefs on what feels like overtime NHL action. There are 5 guys in the box between the two teams. 3 for Cheboygan, 2 for Big Rapids. 4 penalties on the clock, as Bigger will have to wait until the first is off the clock, and Graham is out of the box for Cheboygan. 2-on-1 the other way, with Clymer coming back. Beaume's shot, and that's saved by the new netminder, the sophomore for Cheboygan, who took over after 16 minutes and 3 goals against Pavoski. It's Devin Bowman in net. Stretch pass, misses the sticks, and goes all the way down and on net, so Bowen plays it. No icing. And a pass near side, Pippin in the neutral ice. Controls, McDonald changes for Balahoski, and Beaume also off the ice for Flax. Pippin pokes at it, runs into Clymer, gets the loose puck, goes to Flax, tries to go around Clymer, now does so, and now in alone, and he scores! Backhand, forehand, and top shelf! Flax adds on to the lead. It's 4-1 Big Rapids. Clymer wanted a call as he got knocked down by Pippin in what looked like incidental contact between the both of them. And he was palms up, asking where the call was there. He still is barking at the officials. just an FYI for all you back home, our iPad is at 4% battery where it was at 100 when we got here. So not sure what's killing the battery, but we'll have to charge it, which takes the audio out because they are plugged into the same thing. So you won't hear any audio, but you'll see the game. But this is the best way we can try to get it so we can try to have the whole game for you later on. So sorry for the issues, but hopefully you stick with it and watch a great Cardinal game that continues to progress for the Cardinals. Well, we're back, but unfortunately right after a Chiefs goal, so it's 4-2 with 9.5 left in the second period. Near side pass for Leiter right at the red line and dumped in. Powell from Postula on the power play to make it 4-2 in favor of Big Rapids. A power play goal as Strokirch was in the box for interference. Shots right now 22-7 in favor of Big Rapids as they lead 4-2. Shot from the blue line, Bome saved and held afterwards. As back in net is the starting goaltender Scott Pavoski, who took an 8-second hiatus, basically. Correction, a 52-second hiatus as he got pulled with 16:08 into the first period after a goal by Strokirch to make it 3-1. The backup sophomore Devin Bowman went in, and then back came Pavoski for the second. Flax's one-timer off the draw goes wide. Near side pass for Flax across the blue. Shot from the corner, loose out front, and now covered by Pavoski, and some shoving in between both the Chiefs and the Cardinals out front as there's 4-5 black jerseys around Tyler Blanchard. .8:25 left in the second, so just over halfway through this contest. Off the draw, Pippin gets through two, shoots, and it's poked off the stick and goes top corner. Pippin extends the lead to 3 again as the shot looked like it was going wide, and Pavoski poked his stick out and tipped it to the top corner of the net. What a bounce for Big Rapids. Pippin with a goal and 3 assists already, and we're just over halfway through the game. Back on the attack, Pippin just gets it poked from him. He recovers, knocks it down. Chiefs have it. Near side pass, Bigger with some wheels around Balahoski. Shot goes way wide. Pippin unassisted on the goal as he flips it out to neutral ice. Kidder tries to get there, can't reach it. Gets knocked to the blue line of the Chiefs. Now Grant Kidder with it again to his backhand after a poke check. Dumps it to Clymer in the attacking zone. Chiefs the other way. Pass gets tipped just to the left of Bowen. Pass out to neutral ice, but Strokirch plays it back to Clymer. Shot from the blue goes wide. Kidder with it and a stretch pass, and Pippin couldn't get there, and it's on net. Pavoski goes to play it near side to Bigger at the blue line, and it gets knocked in onside. Pippin in the corner. Gets a little shove in the back, nothing too much, and Clymer gets the loose puck in the far end. 7:15 left in the second. Behind that, trying to work it back out is Somsel. Puck goes by him up the near boards to Bome. Shot, and it's bouncing out front, loose, and getting knocked down, and this will be a penalty against the Chiefs. And it's interference, or cross-check correction, as Pippin got knocked down trying to get to the loose puck in front of the net. FYI, Big Rapids is 2 of 8 on the power play already with 7 minutes left in the second period. And it'll be Carter to the box for cross-checking. Face-off won, but a pass behind the back and couldn't see who was there, and it went to the Chiefs. And now they fling it all the way down the ice. Bome behind the net. Recollecting, now skating up. Gets around one. Gets a poke check and passes it over to Bigford on the far end, who dumps it in on the attack. Cleared down and off the stick of McDonald at the blue line. Bome in neutral ice. Karsten tries to intercept, but he's offsides and has to wait for his teammate to tag. Now Bigford dumps it in, but about 4 or 5 steps behind the red line, and it will be icing against Big Rapids. 6:19 left in the second period, and we'll go all the way down to the left side against the icing. 5-2 score, 26-7 the shots in favor of Big Rapids. Just came out firing. Off the draw, poked by the Chiefs on net. Played by Bowen to Balahoski, who sets up. Pippin near side. Pass across for Kidder, who just collects it. His pass attempt is blocked, and Strokirch gets there. Dumps it around near corner for Kidder. Backhand down low, Pippin, who moves the puck even farther. Pounce off a skate out front, and then a puck jarred near the net and swallowed up by Pavoski. 50 seconds left in the cross-check to Carter. Face-off one to the top of the circle. Balahoski over to collect. Out front, one-timer, Strokirch scores! The third power play goal of the game for Big Rapids. Strokirch's second, and it's 6-2 the Cardinals' way.